Hey guys, welcome to Rising Stars. I'm your interim host, Sean Watt. Don't you worry, Michael will be back in the near future. This production is sponsored by Urban Eats MTL. I'm proud to announce our first guest of the day, Eva. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm noticing an accent.
Yeah, I'm French, so I have a little bit accent.
Where are you from?
In France, south of France, especially Marseille.
Marseille, okay.
Yeah.
So that's quite the journey from Marseille to Montreal.
Yeah, it's a big travel.
Yeah.
But I do this move because I need to be international. Just before I came here, I knew zero word in English, so sorry for my English today.
Don't worry, no, you're doing great so far.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Why did you end up moving to Montreal?
Because I want to have more opportunities in my journey and in my life. I do many things in France, but I was...
What things were you doing in France?
I'm focused on my act, on theater, and on the side I grew up on, I evaluate on the beauty field, so I was sales representative. In the same time, I'm an actress too, so I do the both, but I switch, and after that I achieved my goals in France, but I was depressed and I don't know why. So I'm trying to understand after COVID, especially. Of course. But I want to see the world for myself, so and for my acts.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
To focus on my act, I need to move in Montreal, especially Montreal, because it's French city for sure.
It's gonna help.
It's gonna help for sure. That's why.
Okay, wow, that's quite the story. Very interesting. I picked up a few things. So you were a beauty advisor, was it?
Yeah.
For, do you mind saying which company or anything in particular?
LVMH. Yeah, a big company. It's LVMH group for Givenchy brands.
And, fancy,
Givenchy, so fancy,
Good, okay. So did you like it, or is that, part of the
I
reason?
like it, but it's very superficial, so I need to do act, but I act in this world too, because it's not really me, it's too superficial, so I get this position because I love beauty, I love client experience, but my real me is when I act.
Okay. So how did you get into acting?
How did you get?
Yeah, how did you start acting? Was it something where when you were a child?
Young, very child, because I'm a shy child. Very shy. I was very calm, and sometimes people say at my parents, she's not educated, she's never say hi, because I'm very shy, so my parents need to fix this problem with me, and they trying to open myself, and they inscribe me for classes, for course. And I did it, and I revealed my real personality with theater. So I started when I was 5, since my teenage years.
Oh wow! So do you remember the first time that you did the acting class? How you're like a turtle in the shell.
I always remember.
Your eyes are poking out, and you're looking around, right?
Yeah.
How nervous were you?
Very scared, very nervous, but plus, I have the main role. I remember it's Cinderella play, and it's very funny because I play Cinderella, so it's very big pressure for me. Oh my God, I'm Cinderella, and it's a big dream for every girl and every.
It's a big role.
It's a big role, And my parents was very proud of me, and I was very scared, but that's so important for myself to discover, and that's the best way to open yourself. And
yeah, absolutely. I remember when I first started acting classes, I was incredibly nervous. I had so much anxiety, and then you start realizing everyone's in the same boat as you. They're all being vulnerable. You're exposing yourself to your peers.
Yeah.
But it takes a little bit to sort of register that fact, right?
A lot of facts.
Yeah. So, okay. After Cinderella, where did you go with acting after? Like, did you book any more roles? Things like this.
Just training,
Yeah.
practice.
So in theater only, or
theater? Firstly, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, theater is the best way to learn first, because acting is so different. But that's the base for me to have to know some knowledge on the acting. That's the base, and that's bring me so many things, and to express yourself, because one time you express yourself, you know the details for the acting. So theater, that's why it's bring me.
It's very explosive, right?
Exactly.
It's less subtle, and on camera, when you think it shows.
Exactly.
Right? If you're annoyed, it shows. I mean,
it's exactement ça. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
after that, I play. I do theater, and after I get this position with big responsibility, and I have imposter syndrome. I don't know.
Imposter syndrome. Yes, I've heard of it. Yes.
So I retake my courses, my act, and to just on the acting way to have more confidence in myself.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So you've arrived in
Absolutely.
Montreal. Let's say, for example, where are you training here?
I did it. The first things I do here, it's with John.
Nice. Okay,
That's
nice.
my first project here.
Yeah. What was it? Do you remember?
It's a short movie about a teacher, and it's a student film, but it's very interesting project.
Were you the teacher?
I'm so excited to see.
Were you a
this
teacher,
project.
student for that?
I'm a teacher. Yeah.
And
I have a relation with my student. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's my first role here.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for John to trust me, to believe in my act.
Yeah.
And it's not too easy when you arrive. You need to prove something.
No.
So and for yourself first. And
I think that's the most important thing is proving it to yourself that you can do it.
Exactly.
You don't have to prove to other people.
Exactly.
I think it's more important that you do it for you, and you just enjoy that, the process. You can enjoy your failures, even though it's incredibly difficult and very hard.
Yeah.
Like I'll share a story. Recently I had an audition where I pushed it away. There was an individual that approached me, and he's like, "Hey, do you want an audition for this?"
Okay.
I got frustrated with, the script and trying to memorize the lines. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to push this away because I'm not feeling like myself. So I said, sorry, I'm not going to audition. And I took a step back, and I was like, I'm going to go back to the essentials. So I'm going to go back to my acting exercises that I've done on a daily basis, go back to being me before I was frustrated. Wow. And sometimes it's okay to take a step back, and I felt guilty for it. I felt awful because I'm someone who loves the craft and acting.
Exactly.
Right? So it's important that if you ever get frustrated, take a step back, breathe, maybe just take a break for a week or two.
Exactly.
Right?
No, it's a good thing. Everybody knows, personne ne fait ça, pas tout le monde ne fait ça. Pas tout le monde ne fait ça.
Yeah,
so it's a good thing.
Not everybody.
Not everybody, yeah.
Okay, so you're in Montreal, you're studying, you did your first role with John. What's a dream role that you have? Let's say for a theater production, you can name a theater production, and let's do like a TV series and a movie.
A movie, yeah.
Yeah, so let's start with theater. What's your dream role?
It's a good question. I love this question.
It's a fun question.
Yeah.
Right?
I love. To be honest, my dream role, I don't know, it's not my dream role because I want to play many roles in different style, in different subject. But for me, I love horror movie.
Horror?
Yeah, I love horror movie.
So which one in particular is anything in...
I love, I don't know, the Saw. I love Jigsaw. I love...
Saw's pretty good, yeah.
I love these things.
It's very dark.
Yeah, it's very dark, too dark. Yeah. But at the same time, I love old film. But
So would you do something like, for example, Annabelle?
Annabelle.
Annabelle, she's the little possessed
yeah,
doll.
the princess doll, yeah. Yeah.
I would never do it. I'm terrified.
I love this
If I
movie.
saw her in the hallway, I don't even have to act. I know I'm going to be so, like, I'm getting
Yeah.
goosebumps right now because
You
I'm
don't need to
terrified.
be- to
No,
act,
because I
yeah.
believe in that stuff, you know? So if I see that, I'm like, that's a real doll. There's no way that's someone controlling it. Or there's no
Yeah.
way. I don't believe it, you know?
No, this type of role I love, or
Yeah.
maybe a more deep role like Marriage Story, or this movie
Well,
Marriage Story.
Isn't there a film series called Strangers?
Yeah,
So it's like where, a couple, they're going on their little romantic getaway in the
Exact,
cabins, and then
exact.
they're stalked by people outside.
exactly.
Apparently, I read that was based on a true story.
Yeah.
And that's why they started it, which is very creepy and very eerie.
Oh
you
yeah.
know? Yeah, because those events, apparently it occurred
Okay.
in the
wow.
U.S. And then they made a movie off it. I'm like, that's so
So
awful
wow.
and creepy, My goodness.
No, it's-
yeah. Okay, so is there a favorite TV show? A movie
My favorite
that
movie.
you could recommend to people watching?
I like French movie too.
Yeah, of course, you can name the series.
Yeah, and I love Jeux d'enfants. It's a French movie with Guillaume Canet and Marion Cotillard. That's
Okay.
my favorite film because it's a romantic story.
Yeah. So is it like The Notebook?
Yeah,
Sort of, where it's like Noah and Ellie, they fall in love and then they break up.
exactly.
And
It's
typical, you know?
Exactly, but it's a vraiment really,
It's beautiful.
yeah, beautiful story.
I've watched The Notebook a few times and I've cried almost every single time at like the same part. I'm like, why is it so sad?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I felt so bad. I'm crying. I'm like, I'm grown up, Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. And
So,
I can ask you something?
sure,
Like,
feel free. Yeah.
For you, for
Yeah.
your life, what's your story?
Yeah,
What-
I'll ask you.
interesting.
I'll ask you one more question. So, what are some hobbies that you have?
Yeah,
Outside of acting.
yeah.
So, what are things you like to do?
Um,
Like, for example, do you play sports? Do you like to, do something on the weekend, like camping, hiking?
Oh, right. I discovered this city for sure because
So you-
it's a big city, but it's a big country too. So I want to discover the people, cities. I travel. I enjoy it because it's a new country. So I'm just walking on the street, and that's my enjoying.
You just enjoy
Yeah,
walking and
exactly,
peace.
and see people to see my friends. That's
So,
normal life.
all right, I actually have another question.
Yeah?
Just because it's very important for viewers, let's say there's, the girl or a boy who's wanting to be an actor or actress. What's some advice that you might be able to give them to sort of encourage them to take that
Yeah.
step into acting? Is there anything you would recommend?
Just practice. For me, that's the main thing. Just practicing on your mirror, just for you. For me, it's passion. It's about passion. If you like, if you love, if you adore this field,
Yeah.
you need to act, and you must to act every day. It's not because you're not real or you're fake no. It's because you're an actress on your inside. So you play with everybody on the street, everybody on the taxi,
On the
I
would try it, but I don't think that they would really respond here. I mean,
try it.
you
You're
should
gonna
try it,
see,
and you
you're
can
gonna
get
see.
back to me. Let me know if they reply.
No, you live on your own movie.
Yeah.
Create your own movie every day. So that's my
The
advice.
way I see it is like when you walk in public, like you and I talking right now, we're improvising. I have no idea what you're going to say, how you're going to react to anything I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Right? So when you go
exactly
to a
that.
Tim Hortons, you go to a coffee shop,
Exactly.
you pray that they're going to be very nice to you. You just say, hi, how are you?
But on your
Right?
job too, it's the same things.
Yeah. So that's sort of acting. And I relate to talking in the mirror. That's
Yeah.
It's become one of my favorite
I did
hobbies,
it.
and it sounds so
Every actor that did
egotistical,
it.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
I hate it so much.
But everybody do that. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
So when you look in the mirror, do you have an eye that you like to look at? Like,
No,
do you look at
you're
your
not
right
like,
eye or left
oh,
eye?
I'm an actress. I'm not like
no,
that.
no. I mean, when you're rehearsing.
I rehearse in my mirror. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because when I'm looking in the mirror, sometimes I'll just like focus on one of my eyes only,
Yeah.
and then I'll focus on the other, and I'm like, I think I like that eye better. I'll look at that side, you know?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And after that, you learn, and that's why you practice. You rehearse every day. So, yeah, that's my advice.
Okay. If I had a contract here for you with your dream role in either Hollywood or a movie in France, it could be a film from the past, present, or something that's coming out in the future. What role would you like if I can make that dream
That
come
exists
true for you?
already, or
Yeah, it could be something that exists right now. And if you could take any role, I can give it to you. What would you choose?
Oh, it's a very good question. I think I'm gonna choose something like a main role for sure. Like I have a big ego.
Yeah.
No, it's a joke. No. But I want a main role for sure because it's.
Or let's say like a
It's a good
movie. So
question.
like let's say your favorite film. If I can give you that role to take over instead of the actress, would you do it? Or would you prefer to sort of make your own mark as an actress
exactly.
instead of taking
yeah,
that
yeah,
role?
Yeah. I prefer another story, another role, a
Yeah.
new role, a new story.
Yeah.
I don't like recycle the that's happened. That's done, and you can take it and bring it for you. That's already did it. So
Yeah.
I can't. But it's a good question. It's a very deep question. So I need, for me, I'm gonna play something like Julia Roberts, like on
Okay, so sort of like the rom-coms, like the romance
Yeah, I love
comedy
this,
sort of
yeah.
things. Brilliant answer.
I'm a romantic.
Yeah,
I'm
I can
very
tell from the movie that you were telling me
Yeah.
about,
But I can play
So-
any roles. I love.
which is great.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, is booking more jobs and being versatile. So,
Exactly.
I'm going to wrap up the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you
yeah.
guys for tuning in to Rising Stars. I'm your interim host, Sean Watt. Remember, this production is sponsored by Urban Eats MTL. What a pleasure to have you on the show, Eva.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
okay? I
too.
hope to work with you in the future.
Yeah, me too.
And I wish you all the best.
You too. Thank you so much
Thank you so
to
much.
invite me today.
No problem. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. See you on the next
Take care.
episode.
Bye bye.